from the 8 years na nag-work ako dito sa Ireland, they always ask usually mga patients, syempre malalaman nila based on your accent, on your color, sabihin nila where you're from, and pag sinasabi namin from the Philippines, and then lagi nila sinasabi, you're the best nurses in the world.
So, what do you like about living and working there?
Nag-start po ako mag-work sa Ireland noong 2018. Actually, nag-apply ako sa ABA noong 2017. So, 2018, April, lumipad kami punta sa Ireland. And yun, first time ko makapunta dito sa this part of the world. Kasi nagaling ako sa Middle East before. 4 years ako sa Saudi. Um, Yun, very happy to work here kasi for many reasons, like work-life balance, salary, and all of those things. So, happy naman so far.
All right. Great to hear that, Sir Boyet. Okay, thank you for sharing. Now, next, how was your career and life like before you became a nurse in Ireland?
Yung career ko is, I was an ICU nurse sa Saudi Arabia. So, career and life. Parang career lang. Wala masyadong life before kasi parang work, work, work lang before eh. Sa Saudi kasi parang 6 days a week yata. 6 days a week kami nag-work. 12 hours a day. And then, ayun, hindi kami masyadong nag-holiday sa Middle East eh. Parang uwi ka lang ng Philippines, kanyan, for a month, and then babalik na ulit sa Saudi. Then within Saudi naman, hindi kami masyadong gumagala. So, nung pagdating ko dito sa Ireland, nag-change na kasi 3 days a week na lang kami nag-work. And then, yun, in between, pwede ka naman apply for annual leave holidays. Dito kasi usually mga 4 to 5 weeks paid leave with the HSE a year, sometimes 6 weeks pa. So, maraming time for life. Career naman din, with career sa HSE dito sa government hospital, funded nila yung mga postgraduate course, mga masteral, ganyan. So, nag-postgraduate diploma course ako sa intensive care nursing. So, yun, medyo nag-progress naman din ang career.
I'm happy to hear naman that, Sir Boyet. Parang sobrang fulfilling. Excite kami.
Opo,
Thank you.
opo.
So, siguro, iyan, some of the reasons yan. Pero, ano pa ba? What are the other reasons? Bakit po Ireland ang napili niyo po as your job destination abroad?
Actually po, wala namang deeper reason. And hindi rin ako nag-research about job opportunities in Ireland. So, actually, nag-apply ako nun for Hamad Hospital sa Qatar and then UK. And then, because yung reading score ko sa IELTS is below 7, hindi siya pasado for UK. May employer na din ako nun for UK. And then, so hindi nangyari yun for me. And then, I don't know, paano ko nakita yung ABA or yung post sa ABA about yung employer is pupunta sa Philippines and then mag-hire ng mga nurses. Hindi ko matandaan, pero ayun nga, bigla na lang siya nag-pop up. Tapos I tried kasi nga yung IELTS score, pasado yung reading ko for Ireland. So, yun, nag-try ako mag-apply sa agency dyan sa inyo. And then, na-shortlist naman for interview. Wala akong idea about Ireland at all kasi hindi ko siya before kasi parang hindi ko siya masyadong matunog sa nurses, kanyan. Ayun, so tinry ko naman and then naging smooth naman yung application with ABA. Kaya sobrang happy ako. And then, meron din ako mga nakalala dito na nurses din na 20 years, 22 years na dito and ABA rin yung agency nila. So, I'm so happy na i-share din.
It's really great to know, sir, no? To meet a fellow Filipino nurse, tapos malaman-laman mo, isa kayo agency yung pinanggalingan at napakatagal na nila dyan.
Oo nga po, yun nga po.
Yeah. So, yeah. Pero just like any other Filipino nurse, you all have your own goals, right? Personal
Yes,
man
yes
yan
po.
or career. So, can you share your goals even before traveling to
Before,
Ireland? Yes, and are you achieving some of them already or meron bang mga nagbago sa mga goals na to ngayong nandiyan na po kayo sa Ireland?
mm Um, Siguro ang goal ko lang naman before mag-Ireland is even before mag-abroad sa Saudi is to help the family. Di ba yun usual na goal ng Filipino nurses or an OFW to help your immediate family. Ayun, so yun ang goal ko talaga matulungan yung parents, yung mga siblings, ganyan. So ang next na tanong is if I'm achieving those goals. Yes, and many more. Kasi aside from those goals na natutulungan ko yung family ko, I'm building a life for myself din. Na at the same time, we bought a house here sa Ireland, tapos alam mo yung starting a life na hindi ko naman na-imagine na magkakaroon ako. I'm super blessed kasi although mahirap yung road or yung journey towards up to this point, pero it's all worth it naman din. Sulit naman in the end. Although hindi pa end, pero yan. So far so good.
So, can you share what was the application process like?
So the application process, I think it took me less than maybe almost a year din. Very kasi nagkaroon ng in the middle, parang nag-stop yung UHL, parang nag-pause sila ng hiring. So medyo na kami sa Philippines na stuck kami ng konti. Pero like from the application to the interview to the waiting period to the departure, very smooth lang naman kasi talagang organized. Tapos parang nalimutan ko lang sino yung yung nag-assist sa akin sa AMA. Pero it was really tawag dito, well organized. Hanggang sa pagdating namin dito, inasikaso kami ng partner agency, Kate Kahig. So, wala akong na-experience ng problems. Yun, so I'm so grateful sa ABA talaga. Kasi ang mababait ng mga staff, tas ang friendly.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. Although hindi namin hindi scripted, talaga words of Sir Boyet. Thank you
Wala
so
pong
much, sir. Thank you so much po, ayan. Okay, so let's move on and let's talk about your hospital that you're currently with. So you're currently working po, right, with the University
Yes.
Hospital
Yes
Limerick.
po.
Saan po ba? Limerick.
Limerick.
Yeah. So how are you finding it so far? So maybe can you take us through how was your training back then with them, and of course maybe your usual day-to-day routine na din po. Ayan.
Okay. Medyo nag-iba na siya actually kasi same pa rin ako ng hospital, University Hospital Limerick, pero nag-iba lang ng area after 4 years. So nung nag-start ako, thankfully kasi meron ako experience sa ICU sa Saudi. And then I think yung mga Saudi nurses talagang they will find it parang easier na to transition sa Ireland kasi sa experience na meron kami sa Saudi. Unlike yung mga fresh na talagang pupunta dito na talagang maninibago ka na mahirapan ka talaga. Kasi kahit kami, medyo nag-adjust talaga kami ng bongga. Kasi nga, dahil iba siyang healthcare system, ganyan. So, iba yung mga terminologies, although the foundation of nursing care is the same, pero the way they do things here are slightly different from us in the Philippines. Meron silang ibang mga protocols and procedures. So, talaga nakapanibago. Pero kasi kami, I underwent adaptation training. Yung iba kasi aptitude RCSI aptitude exam, which is faster ka magkakaroon ng PIN kung maipasa mo yung exam. Sa adaptation kasi is 12 weeks na training with a preceptor sa staff nung sa area niyon. So parang 12 weeks na ba? Parang 6 to 12 weeks. So sa akin 6 weeks yata na training. Tapos pwede ka na lang i-sign off na you can apply for your PIN. Medyo mahirap siya kasi talagang i-monitor ka ng preceptor mo. So kung medyo less experienced nurse ka, talagang medyo nakakakaba and all that. There was a point kasi nung nag-training kami, sa high dependency unit ako nag-start, and then after no, nung naipasa na ako sa high dependency, they applied for my PIN, and then nilipat na ako sa intensive care unit, which is a higher acuity. And then doon ako medyo nag-struggle. So parang within the 3 months, sabi ko, I don't think I can do it. I can make it. Kasi sobrang ano na siya, parang yung competition ng, sobrang yung mga nurses, high level skill na sila doon sa ICU. So, sabi ko sa preceptor ko, ilipat niya na lang ako ng area kasi parang it's so hard to ano, to adapt. Very complex, very stressful, high pressure, ganyan. And then I'm thankful dun sa mga preceptor ko, sa manager ko, clinical nurse manager, kasi sobrang accommodating nila, sobrang bait nila. Talagang sabi nila, hindi, mag-ano ka, mag-enroll ka for 6 months foundation course for ICU sa isang university dito. Sagot ng HSE. So, in-apply nila ako doon. And then, after that, sabi nila, after mo mag 6-month course, sabihin mo sa akin kung um, ayaw mo pa din or okay ka na. So, after 6 months, syempre, nag-aaral ka na sa university, nag-aaral ka doon sa, tinuturuan ka sa area mo mismo. So, yung medyo naging okay na ako na parang, I can do this. And then, I lasted for, kasi nag-aral pa ako ng postgraduate diploma course. So, tumataas kasi yung salary mo pag may mga trainings ka. So yun, 4 years ako sa ICU until after just maybe pandemic, na burnout na ako. So lumipat na ako sa theater, sa recovery room naman, sa post-anesthetic care unit. So parang dito naman, since 2023 until now, nasa PACU. So ang day-to-day routine, share ba ang day-to-day routine? So iba kasi sa PACU, no? Sa ICU kasi parang 12-hour shifts. Sa PACU kasi medyo flexible. So let's say for example, papasok ako ng 8 o'clock up to 4 o'clock, no? Papasok ako sa unit, kanya minsan magche-check-in kami ng patients kasi sa'yo rin dadaan yung mga pasyente bago sila mag-undergo ng operation. And then, actually wala kasi, madali lang kasi sa PACU eh. Magche-check-in ka ng patients. And then, aantayin mo na lang na lumabas yung mga pasyente from their operation sa theater. So, paglabas nila sa theater, ikaw na yung makikita nilang nurse na talagang aantayin mo silang gumising, at tanggalin mo yung kanilang mga tube, tapos i-alleviate mo kanilang pain, monitor yung vital signs until they're fully awake and stable para i-transfer sa ward. So, ganun lang yung day.
Ayan, sir. Since we're talking about na sa hospital environment, now, how about the working environment, your relationship with your colleagues? Can you share with us?
Relationship with colleagues. In general, yung mga colleagues na mga Irish colleagues namin, it's very chill lang sila, very easygoing, di sila mahirap pakasamahan. And then, dito sa Ireland, hindi masyadong anong hierarchy. Like for example, manager mo ako, hindi mo ako pwedeng tawagin ng first name. Alam mo yun? Like, para mo lang silang ka-level yung mga managers mo. Like, even for clinical nurse manager 1, clinical nurse manager 2, manager 3 yung pinakamataas sa unit. Pare-parehas lang sila na pwede mo silang i-approach, pwede mo silang tawagin by their first name, pwede kang very casual, hindi yung super mahirap kausapin. So, okay yung mga colleagues dito. Pero syempre, hindi rin may iwasan yung mga difficult personalities na parang strong personalities na may intimidate ka or parang minsan masasaktan ka. So, kailangan mo talaga maging matatag, matapang din. And you have to really be proactive to use your voice, ganyan. Kasi syempre kung ano ka lang, sa mga Filipinos kasi medyo parang reserved, mahihain. So, kailangan talaga medyo outspoken din paminsan-minsan. Pero in general, very nice to work with. Helpful.
Related to your experience man overall, right? So because you've been there in Ireland for many years. So
Mm-mm.
what is the most unforgettable experience that you had while you're working there for another?
Most unforgettable. That's a good question. Um, Siguro ano na lang, very light naman 'tong ano, unforgettable na ano, experience ko. Kasi parang one of the culture shock din na na-experience ko. So, parang bago pa lang ako sa unit, bago pa lang sa Ireland. And then, I was monitoring an ICU patient. Then may doctor um, na ano sa'kin, na tumabi sa'kin. Tiningnan niya ako, sabi niya, "What's the crack?" Tapos sabi ko, "Sorry?" Tapos sabi niya, "What's the crack?" Tapos nakaganyan lang ako sa kanya, sabi ko, "Ah, hindi ko maintindihan." Tapos umalis siya, pumunta siya sa preceptor ko, nagtawanan sila. Tapos sabi ng preceptor ko, sabi niya, "Oh, tinatanong ka ng doktor, what's the crack?" Sabi ko, "Ano ba yung what's the crack? I don't understand." Tapos sabi niya, "What's the story? What's the news? What's happening?" Ganyan pala yung ibig sabihin nun. Tapos sabi ko, okay, okay. It's an Irish thing. So, yun lang yung one of the first and memorable din na experience na sa work.
Very ano 'no, yeah, as you mentioned po, very light but, nandun yung culture shock. Nakakatuwa na
Oo.
one of the
Mm-mm.
most unforgettable experience that you get
Mm-mm.
to learn from them din naman talaga, right? Let's start. Okay. So,
Perfect.
in one word, you describe the Irish people as
Um, Very friendly, very chill. Para sila mga ano, Filipinos of Europe. Oo. Very chatty, tapos masayahin din sila.
So one thing that surprised you about working in Ireland is,
Yung work-life balance, yung minsan kapag may personal agenda ka, meron kang mga issues sa life or kailangan mga schedule na gawin, minsan i-adjust nila yung work mo para sa'yo. Parang okay. Parang mag-give way sila para um, maasikaso mo yung kailangan mong gawin or ganyan. And then, hindi siya yung set in stone na, hindi, papasok ka ng ganito or ganyan. Talagang, they will, um, tawag dito, accommodate your needs, personal needs. So, yun din yung naano ko na parang, okay, tapos kapag magsi-sick leave ka, kunyari hindi ka feeling well, sorry, I'm not feeling well because sasabihin nila, you don't need to say the reason you're not feeling well, mind yourself, that's okay. Tapos, that's okay. Walang problema, hindi mo kailangang mag-drama-drama or whatever.
hey, after a long shift, you usually
After a long shift, we usually, like for example, a long and very, very toxic shift, we usually, eat parang our comfort food. Bubble tea, turon, mga ganyan.
wow, ito rin pala dyan.
Meron mga Chinese store dito na pwede kang bumili ng saging sa bayan, wrapper, ganyan.
Oh, wow, great.
Mm.
That's it. Okay, so out of the many countries you've traveled to, your favorite is?
Switzerland so far. Parang I think favorite to ng lahat eh. Sobrang ganda kasi, parang ini-elaborate ko talaga. Parang pag nandun nung napunta ako sa Switzerland, parang sabi ko, parang hindi siya real. Parang siyang, ano lang, very dreamy yung country.
I totally agree. Even though wala pa po, hindi po napuntahan. Okay, so how about when you miss the Philippines, you
When I miss the Philippines, I usually call FaceTime yung aking mga relatives, mga family. Oo, yun yung lagi namin ginagawa pag day off. Talagang tatawag sa Philippines, kakamusta mo nang nangyari sa Pilipinas, sa family mo and all that. So yun, kasi usually namimiss ko naman sa Philippines yung family, yung food, ganyan. Pero the rest, okay naman na.
Very lucky talaga yung digital age, meron talagang means na ganyan. Thank you sa
Mm.
FaceTime. Ay, hindi to promotion. The most important advice that you will give to someone who's thinking of working in Ireland?
Thank you for that wonderful question. I think yung most important advice is mag-research. Mag-research. Like for example, kasi hindi naman porket nakikita mo sa ibang people na nag-work sila sa Ireland and they became successful or they're enjoying the life in Ireland is yun din yung magiging experience mo. as a nurse or as a Filipino migrant dito sa Ireland. Kasi iba-iba naman tayo ng personalities, iba-iba tayo ng goal in life. Yung iba kasi ang goal nila is to earn a lot of money. Iba naman, gusto nila hindi sila, kasi ang daming mga kailangan mong malaman. For example, okay ba sa yung weather dito? Ang weather dito is very different from the Philippines. Sometimes they call it very depressing. Yung winter, it's very cold lagi at lagi maulan. Yung mga ganun. And then, so yun yung pinaka-advice na mabibigay ko. Like, mag-research ka and then weigh mo ang pros and cons and really find out if Ireland's for you. If not, there are other countries na pwede mo explore na mas align dun sa yung um, checklist or goals.
Right. Very well said, po. Thank you for sharing that, Sir Boyet. Now, how about what can we expect from Sir Boyet in the next 5 years?
Oh, that's a very difficult question. What can we expect? I don't know. I'm not sure. Syempre parang like in my opinion, parang ako parang ginagawa ko lang yung best ko every day. I make sure na I do what I love to do. I make sure na parang do my best at my job. So parang it's a day by day basis na parang ayun, just live by the day and then hopefully if you're doing your best today, you're gonna reap the benefits in the future or tomorrow or whatever. So yun, ang hirap mag-ano ng 5 years eh.
Yeah, I agree. Medyo sa ano nga ngayon state natin yun. But that's totally fine, sir. Totally fine. Now, to conclude this interview, with this last question, if you were given a chance to talk to the whole world, what will you tell them about nurses or about Filipino nurses?
If I will be given a chance to talk to the whole world, um, I will tell them that Filipino nurses are one of the best, if not the best nurses in the world. Kasi marami rin nagsasabi like from the 8 years na nag-work ako dito sa Ireland, they always ask usually mga patients, syempre malalaman nila based on your accent and your color, sabihin nila where you're from, and pag sinasabi namin from the Philippines, and then lagi nila sinasabi, you're the best nurses in the world. Kasi the care, excellent care, and then yung compassion, nandoon with sa ating mga nurses sa Philippines. Talagang maalaga tayo and all that. So, yun, very proud ako na to be saying to everybody na I'm from the Philippines, ganyan, ganyan. I studied in the Philippines. And then, sasabihin nila, oh, your English is so good, da, da, da. So, there's a lot of compliment na binibigay yung mga pasyente, mga locals sa ating mga nurses. And, yun, very, very happy.
I'm not a nurse by profession, but hindi ko nakaka-proud personally. Wow. Hearing those words. Okay. So yeah, thank you, Sir Boyet, for taking the time to be with us today. We know you have a busy schedule, syempre, sa mga nurses natin, and we really appreciate you for making time for this interview. Now, we're sure many of our viewers are feeling inspired to pursue opportunities in Ireland. So, Mika, what can they do if they like to apply?
All right, so here's your chance to join Sir Boyet and more of our kababayans in Ireland. So this is the perfect time to apply as well, as we'll be holding an in-person interview this May. So if you see the
Wow.
text on the screen, and check if you have these following qualifications. And if you're qualified, you can sign up at the QR code flashed on your screen. So for further inquiries, you may contact Jeremiah through 0917-704-2693.
Thank you so much po.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for
Mika.
the interview.
Thank you, of course, Sir Boy. Imagine, anong oras after shift? Your,
Ay, hindi.
your-
Day off naman, day off.
off. Okay.
Day off ako for 4 days. So okay lang.
4 days. Wow, lalong wow. So imagine you spending your day off with us. Grabe.
Mm-mm.
Thank you for all that information, and thank you for giving us the time for being with us as well. So, if to our dear audiences, if you're one of the deployed workers, please feel free to email marketing@abe.ph or message us through 0917-713-13628. You're also interested to share your stories with us. So I hope you'll have a great week, everyone. This is MK Gonzalez
And of course, Mika Turingan.
and Sir Boyet Ventura.
Thank you, MK and Mika.
This is us signing off. Bye.
Bye po!
Bye.